What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are back at it here with another career mode series episode with Huddersfield Town, the Terriers. We're looking to get the season fully underway here, and I want to thank you guys so much for the love and support you showed in the last episode with the likes, the comments, and everything in between. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to help us build this squad up and try to bring them back to the Premier League. And we've got a few things that we need to talk about that happened between now and the last episode. And it is indeed the transfer history. Tom Lee's out to Birmingham City for £380,000. We've got Oliver Turton, who is out for 500,000 coins. And then Matty Pearson is out as well for almost $1 million, 9,200,000 coins. So very nice still there. Chapman is out on loan as well. We have a few other deals in the mix potentially to get players out. We've got Willies, who's most likely leaving for Cesena, and then Ward, we're trying to get him out because we want to look to get younger and we want to bring players in to the squad. Our first game in preseason is today, but this is what the team looks like right now. We've got Healy, Karoma on the left. We've brought in Evans and Kane in that midfield along with Hogg. We're going to give Hogg a try here in preseason, but we're probably going to go to Casamu instead just because his pace, when we compare players here to Hogg, you can see Casamu 77 to 45 pace. The shooting is better on Hogg, but the passing much better, the dribbling much better. Defending is two better for Hogg, but the physical is technically better. Skill moves a little bit better on Casamu. And if anything, he is also 24 years old, 5'11", 154 from Nigeria. So we might look to bring him in. On the right, we've got Sorensen right now. We do have the position modifier to change him to a right midfield player. We've got Spencer at right back, Bulker and Hillick in at center back. We've got Miller on the left and Nichols in between the pipes. He is 6'3". He's quite a big goalie. And then you can see our bench. Ladipo, Willies, Casamu, Headley, Lunwink, Hodge, Ward. I cannot say this guy's name. Aina. And then Ruffles, a backup left back who does have a +4 but is 30 years old and is a bit slower. Could also be a backup center back player. Other than that, we've got some scouting reports out there that we're not too super concerned about at this point in time. Our scouts are where they need to be: England, Scotland, and Denmark. So looking to bring in some upgrades to the team. But let's go ahead and get into this first game here in the European Shield and see what we're really working with when it comes to our team and how they play, what we feel needs to be upgraded, and hopefully come away with a win to bring in some more funds to be able to buy more players if we can win this preseason tournament. Oh, nice turnover. Healy? No one's there. Wow, we don't really have too much support on the attack. We may need to change that as Healy is going to find it into Evans. Let's find Healy back with the shot. It goes wide. Decent opportunity, but the team, it does not feel like we have a lot of support attacking up front. We need to potentially change that, but let's see how this game plays out. Evans. Ooh. Healy. Evans is going through. Take the shot. And there it is. Our first goal of the season. And with a beautiful celebration that is right there. Gets us up 1-0 here at the Signal Iduna Park in Germany. In Dortmund. The fans are here loving it. The team we're playing honestly feels like absolute crap. But nice play through there from Evans beating the keeper. Putting us up 1-0 here. At home, away from home, in preseason. That was beautiful, and we win the ball yet again. Here with tiki-taka, Evans is going to find Healy, the striker, and another save from the keeper. Let's see if we can get Halik the ball here. Play that in from Karoma. Halik is there, and that's another goal for the boys. The Terriers score yet again, and we're hitting him with the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. A little dirty, but hey, we'll take it. 2-0 here. We are steamrolling to our first victory, and we are playing on legendary difficulty. I don't want to bump it up anymore, but that's a big-time goal. The boys are feeling good. It's only game 1 as we get the replay here. Crossed in from the corner kick. Halik is there, and he might have a couple goals this season just from that play alone on the corner kick. If he can continue to beat his defender, we're going to win a lot of games off the back of that man's head. We've gone ahead and changed our tactics from tiki-taka to more of a custom style play because Haley was playing a false 9, so he's actually going to sit deep and won't try to get in behind, but he is a target forward, and his attack or his focus is attack and getting in behind. We've got wide midfielder for Sorensen. Karoma is an inside forward, and then we've got the wing back set. Deep line ball playing defender for both our center backs get the plus. We've got Nichols as the goalkeeper, and then Hogg keeping his holding plus tactic. So that's what we're going to go with for the rest of this game and see what we can do. We're going to make substitutions here really shortly, but I just want to see how this plays out with our starters and see if it feels a little bit better. He's got time and space. We're going to play this into Healy, who's wide open, trying to go short side. Nicely saved from the keeper, and that could have put us up 3 as we get a nice header in the midfield. Kane has all the time in the world, lets it fly, and we are feeling it now. Let's see if we can whip this thing in on the corner kick. Karoma in towards Halik, his second goal of the game. I tell you what, this guy is going to be he's going to be a problem in League One. I almost said the championship. He's going to be a problem in League One for a lot of teams to try to defend him. He already has 2 goals in game number 1 off corner kicks. Halik, our man, who will be our captain once we take Hogg out. I cannot wait to use this guy even more. Let's go ahead and make substitutions. What is going on? Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Absolute mad scramble in the box. It's 3-1. I'm not worried. We continue. Nicely turned over, and here comes Sorensen. We're going to find Lapido. Down to Hodge. The sub gets it into the back of the net on a poor shot. Hodge puts it into the back of the net. Makes it back to it, or gets it back to a 3-goal lead. We're up 4-1, and you can see the ball movement. A very poor shot, but hey, it's in the back of the net. We will take the 4-1 lead here with little time left in this game. Danger. Ooh, big save. Oh, keeper. What is going on? I don't know what that was. 4-2. Sloppy play in the back. They're getting a late goal, but hey, it is what it is. We should be able to see this thing out with time pretty much. How much time's left? We get +2. Honestly, first initial thoughts of the team, I think, were pretty solid. The one worry I do have is going to be Sorensen. He's a solid right midfield player, but he is our only right midfield player on the team right now that I would feel confident enough playing in our starting 11. So we need to look in bringing in either an equal or even better right midfield player to help Sorensen out. But everyone else feels pretty good. Maybe a backup striker or a backup right back, but team feels pretty good. So we've got an offer here for Danny Ward in which we will explore the opportunity here. Let's see if they have any players first that would be worth. Oh man, they have a couple of good players. They're quite old. No one worth bringing in from the midfield wingers. Do they have a right midfield player? 30 years old, not worth it. Any striker swaps? Nope. Fullbacks, 69 overall, but he's well out of our price range. Let's check out the goalkeepers. They have a bunch of goalkeepers, but no one worth bringing in. Center backs, they're lacking any center backs I would want. So let's propose a new transfer fee of $410,000. They're not going to budge. I honestly just want this guy off the books. Get the money in. You can see we've tried 410 and 420. The teams have not been going for it. So honestly, I just want to get him off the books I need to stop the simulation because we need to change our squad training plan to make sure that our boys will be fully fit for the next game. Let's go energy focused for all starting players. And yeah, that should be good. If we drop Kane down to balance, Healy, we need to keep there. Evans, we can bring down to balance. Karoma, we will keep there. Miller, we can bring down to balance. Halik, we need to keep there. Everyone else we will keep there. Spencer is a little bit on the lacking side of energy, which is a bit of a bummer. We've received an offer for Maxwell. He's our backup goalkeeper. He is 33 years old. We could try to bring in a goalkeeper as well. We could try to get 320. Let's see if they bite. 320 would be quite nice. That's his market value. So let's go 340. See what they initially say. They go to 300, so then we can get him at his market value. 320. See if they bite on that. They are going to bite on that, so that's actually quite nice. If we can get that amount for him, 67 overall. He is a little bit older, so not what I would like to fully see in a price bring back. Willis offer received. Why hasn't he gotten a deal done? Ooh, they're offering more. Let's see if we can get more for him. I don't know if we can or even need to. Do they have any wingers that we would want? Right mid, 66 overall. 725. He is 28. Ben Willis is technically younger, but I don't see the need for keeping him around if he's not going to play in that midfield. Let's see if we can get 790 for him. That's a deal, 790. Hopefully they come through and it's not the other team that does, because that'd be quite a bummer to lose out on that much. Farnese is who we're going up against. I wonder, can we take a look at... Oh, you just press Y. For the standings, we are currently in first for the preseason tournament, which is really nice. But I think we're just going to get into the next game. Opponent analysis, we are working up against a 4-2-3-1 wide. They've got some pretty solid players. It looks like tactical presets are balanced. And I do want to take a look at our team's tactical preset. And honestly, player impact, change preset, a little bronze. We're just going to go standard and then kind of change it within the game. I think that's the fair thing to do in my mind. Because the tiki-taka, it wasn't it. I was not happy with that whatsoever. And with that actually being said, let's see here if there are any striker balanced coaches out there. We've got a silver who's kind of pricey, 2,000. We could bring him in. He has 3 stars across the board. Let's put him at attack to make sure that the strikers have at least a little bit of something going their way. And I think that's good enough for now. We don't need to look at scouting reports. I don't think anyone's fully in just yet. When it comes to the scouting report, this Kasandi 6'1" could be interesting. 3.6 million pounds. We may need to look to try to see if we could bring him in on loan. But yeah, let's continue on. Let's play this game here and see if we can come out with the win. Decent build-up play. Kane's got some space. Who's going to let it rip right into the hands of the keeper. So need to see if we can get a better opportunity than that as we win the header. I see Sorensen, who's got time and space. Who's going to let it rip again? The keeper, within the first 5 minutes, already makes 2 massive saves. keeping his team in the game, but that's a good sign for things to come for the Terriers. Going to find that into Hogg. We find Karoma. Back to Hogg. We're going to find Kane, who's going to find Sorensen. Trying to find an opening in the defense. It's not there. So we're going to play that back to Karoma, who's going to have a go! A little nudge with the left foot. A quite interesting play, but we get the ball back. Karoma is going to play that into Evans. Over to Kane. Kane gets her. Oh, almost got around one. Didn't get fully around him, and we lose possession. Got to get it back here as time is running out in this first half. Play that into Healy. Karoma's there. Ah, saved by the keeper. But we need our boy Halik to come up big here on the corner kick. It looks like they are actually all over him inside the box. Halik is there. He's an absolute beast. 2 games, 3 goals. It is just preseason. But this Halik guy, if I'm saying his name right, is an absolute beast inside the box when it comes to corner kicks. Let's see the replay on this one. Absolute lovely play. Build-up has been tough in this game against our opponents, but finally, being heavily marked there, beats the keeper and defender, slides that into the back of the net, giving us a 1-0 lead here in a crucial preseason game to win some money. Game 2 to keep us up at the top of the table. We're up 1-0. I'm going to work this back to Kane, who finds Sorensen. Ooh, Healy makes a good run. Is he onside? He is! Beautiful through ball over the top to our boy Healy, who slots it into the back of the net for a split second. I thought he was offsides, but Sorensen, that chip through ball, absolutely deadly. Our opponent's caught off guard over the top in between 2 defenders. You can see there a nice touch to bring that down on the volley. And you can see here, expected goal XG 0.45%. But that does not matter. Healy slots it into the back of the net, and we find ourselves up 2-0 in this game. Oh! I wasn't commenting because I didn't think that'd go in. That was absolutely disgusting. Did not think that was going in whatsoever. Holy hell. Chip through over the top. Our defender just misses it. Absolute rocket into the back of the net. Cannot believe it, to be honest. Got an opportunity. We try to play that in. Probably should just hold on to the ball here as there are 5 minutes left in this game. Bad giveaway by Hodge. And we should be able to see this thing out as they're literally just playing with this thing in the back of their defending third. I mean, if they want to kill time for us, I'm going to oblige them and just keep them under pressure with Lapidou here. That works for me. 88th minute, 89th minute. They got to boot that downfield now. Win the header. And now we can just see this thing out. We're going to be sweaty. Just going to pass it around the back. We've got a 2-1 lead. I do not want anybody to get injured. Save some stamina. And that is another victory. Let's get back to the home screen here and simulate up to the final game of the preseason. And starting off, we've got a transfer out of the club. I guess it didn't want to show me who that was. And that was Danny Ward out for $400,000 and Chris Maxwell out of the club for £320,000, which is now currently leaving us with £9 million. Current budget $7 million. So we've got a sizable transfer budget, it looks like, to be able to bring players in. Club worth $25 million, projection is $23 million, so we're doing pretty good with Huddersfield in League One, as we will go ahead and simulate up to the next game. Another transfer, and I do believe I know who this is. Danny Ward, I thought it already said that he was out. 400,000 coins to the good. Best possible deal was 400,000, so we got an A+ for that. Chris Maxwell is out. We already knew that. Not too sure why it's now just showing us. We get a price rating of A. Best possible deal was 320. We got 320 for him. And Ben Willies is out for 790,000 coins. or £1,000, I should say. We got a C. Best possible deal was $1 million, which is quite interesting to see. But now we've got a fair, good amount. Email from Chief Executive Officer. We got all those players going out, which is fine. And that is going to free some things up for us when it comes to players that we need to bring in. It does look like there are a couple players that are fully detailed. And, man, this Kaseri, we're going to just call him Kaseri. I'm wondering if we could maybe bring this guy in on loan. Ooh, we could bring him in on loan. This could be very nice. Let's just go basic terms. We can always try to buy him afterwards. Could we maybe get him for 2 years? Let's see what they say. They'd be happy to loan him out for 2 years. That is a pricey tag, though. Let's see if we can get them to go 50-50. You can see our budget is very nice. 60-40. Let's go 55-45. A loan deal is out of the question. Okay, we'll need to revisit that here in a little bit to bring him back. We've got a right mid option for $1.7 million. Patrick Roberts. He is only 5'6". Paul Smith, 68. Patrick Roberts. We've got Luis Guilherme. Ooh, 4-star, 4-star. He's got 78 pace. Those Patrick Roberts guy wouldn't be bad. He's a left foot, though. Weak foot is only 2-star. Exciting prospect. Let's see if we can maybe loan this Luis guy in. Plays right mid. They're not interested in loaning him, so we'll take him off the board. Let's see if there's anyone here that's available. So we've got a center back. We've got Califuya at striker 66. We've got Bandhoff, not the best of players. Let's take a look at Scotland, see what we're working with here. And it doesn't look like anyone is ready. So we need to potentially get that loan deal done with the Chelsea player. But we need to worry about our next game, although this Montgomery guy could be interesting to scout. Leighton Clarkson, 22 years old. Stats look very good off the rip. So we'll take a look at him. This Bowo Mono? Elvis? We're going to go with Elvis. That's his first name. Contract expires in a few months. We've got a center midfielder, Mark O'Hara, who's a very solid scouting option. But we've got some players that we could potentially look at bringing in. And that makes me super duper excited, not going to lie. But we've got to check the standings here. If we win, or at least draw this game, we have a chance to win the preseason, to bring some more funds in. Pre-match report here against this Heidenheim team. And it doesn't look too great. They look pretty young. 4-2-3-1 wide. We should be able to get the job done here against these guys, but you never want to assume anything. So let's go ahead, take a look at these messages first. Radulovic. We'll bring Radulovic on as a sub. But let's go ahead and get into this game here. Middle to Hogg, who's going to find Evans, who's got a lot of space. We're going to play that down to Karoma, who finds Healy trying to get the finesse shot. Just goes wide to try to put us up here in this game. And again, if we win this game against Heidenheim, or whatever the heck their name is, we will win the preseason tournament. So a lot on the line, roughly around about £1.2 million on the line here. And that at this level is enough to bring in one player. So we really need these funds, as Karoma is going to be able to win the ball. We're going to try to go quick against these guys. Karoma lost the ball but gets it back. Looking for an opening. I see Kane. I see Sorensen down low. Kane doesn't make a run. Back to Evans. Evans is fouled, but no whistle given. Oh, the ref swallowed his whistle right there. On the attack, I see Sorensen. We're going to play this into Healy, who gets a good first touch, a good move around the defender. And there it is, into the back of the net, giving us a 1-0 lead here in what essentially is this preseason final to win the money to be able to buy some more players here at the Bay Arena of Leverkusen. Very scrappy, a little POV camera action. I mean, I guess we're not going to see the goal on the POV, but here's a better replay opportunity. Turn on the defender here in the rain, slotting that into the back of the net. And you can see the rain kind of shatter as that hits the back of the net. That's a really cool addition, little subtle detail they added to the game. Attack, Kane. Going to play that over the top to Sorensen. Back to Kane. Into Evans, down to Karoma. A little poor touch on the ball there. We find it back to Evans. Kane. Back to Evans, who takes a touch towards the middle. Nicely saved there from the goalie. But even better yet, we've got that corner kick opportunity. Halik is in there. Karoma, who's going to play it into Halik. Can he win the header? Nicely saved from the keeper. Can we follow up on the rebound with Regulovic? We cannot. What a beautiful save from the keeper that was to keep this thing knotted up at 1 as they actually kick it out of bounds. Nicely one header. So you find Headley. Under pressure, we find Hodge. Into Kane. We're going to find Sorensen. And we're going to take this wide. Going to try to play that in towards the middle. Headley is there. Ball is won away by our opponents, but only as far as Ruffles. Into Regulovic, who takes a nice turn. Oh, he missed it. Oh, I thought he had it. You can see the coach desperately needing that to go in because we need the funds. Regulovic just puts it wide. Unfortunate, but it's still 1-0. Left of in-game time. We are holding on to this 1-0 lead. Can we hold on the rest of the way with our substitutions in? That's the bigger question. As our opponents keeping possession, but we're doing a very good job clogging up that midfield, forcing them to go wide and back. And that's exactly what we want them to do. We do not want them to go up through the middle. And if anything, it's just going to waste more time. Let's keep pressing them wide. You can see here, under a minute here in stoppage time now, we're keeping them in their end. Our defense doing a great job. And that is victorious in the final for the preseason tournament. We should have won it. And let's take a look. Werder Bremen does tie, and they were in second place. Do we have a notification? Hey, here we go. Did we win? Yes, £1.175 million additional funds to the good. That is absolutely huge for us. I'm not going to worry about anything with those notifications right now because we're going to actually end this episode as we get ready for our first game in League One going up against Lincoln City, and that's how we will start the next episode. But before we close this thing out, I just want to give you guys my thoughts on what I thought of our team here. Starting 11, pretty solid. I think Kane is a little bit better than that 68 overall rating. Hogg isn't terrible, but he is very slow. Halik is by far our best player. Healy is a serviceable striker up front. The 73 pace, 70 shooting is quite good for his age. Sorensen is very good at right mid, but I think we do need to bring in somebody else to give him an opportunity to kind of swap games. Karoma is also very good, but I do think we need another backup left midfield player because you can see our bench now is pretty thin when it comes to players. Center back and midfield wise, I think we're very set on substitutions. And I think potentially our left backs, so I would say we need either a starting or backup right midfield player, a starting or backup, I would say more of a backup left midfield player, and then at the striker position, we've got Latipo as the backup. He's got some good pace, 75 pace, not the best of shooting, and is 31 years old. So let me know who you think we should bring in when it comes to right midfield player, starting or backup left midfield player, and then a backup potential striker for the team. Let me know down below in the comments. But man, super excited. We've got about £8 million to work with. Actually says about £9 million to work with. When it comes to transfers, it does look like we should and when I say should, we should be able to get the deal done on this Cersei or Caesar. Once they allow us to go after him again, we can loan him in. I think he would be a great addition to that midfield, although the 42,000 wage, they want us to take 60% of that, which is quite a bit of hit on us. But if we could bring him in, potentially loan him in for 2 years, he could develop and get us back to the Premier League, hopefully. But let me know again down below in the comments, 1, who we need to bring in, 2, hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy this episode. Hit that subscribe button so you can help us along the way in this journey. We will still be bringing you guys college football episodes as well if you came here for that. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. And we will catch you in the next episode as we continue our push to the Prem with Huddersfield.